Hey guys, so on this call, I was on vacation from medical school, but what I was doing was working so I could pay off medical school. It was a summertime break. I ran back to New York to work on the ambulance, and while working on the ambulance, I was able, on this particular day, it was about July 3 in the afternoon, where I was at the end of a 24-hour shift. I worked overnight and then was trying to work during the day as well. When I'm working with my partner, him and I went to paramedic school together, and me and him were really tight. Peace out to you, brother. He was Italian, and we went on this job. BLS called for backup for a patient who was in altered mental status. When we get there, this lady is overweight, laying on her bed, and she's surrounded by clutter. Her whole entire bedroom it was like an obstacle course to get to her. Like, we literally had to move her furniture, move her refrigerator to gain access to her. And when we found her, she was altered mental status. We did a BGL. After getting a BGL, we recognized that the heat within the room and her presentation was that of a stroke, but not just any stroke. It was a heat stroke, apparently. So we expedite transport. We eventually get this lady on the stretcher. Well, on the stretcher, carry her down on oxygen. She was dead weight with the BLS, and we carried this person on our ambulance. After putting her on our ambulance, we're rushing down Grand Concourse to go to the hospital and take her. We gave a notification. While treating this patient and getting ready to intubate her because she went into respiratory failure, a cab driver without a license ran the red light, and that mistake, mixed with the fact that we had a rookie EMT driving our ambulance, created a collision between our ambulance and the cab driver who ran the red light. Because the EMT was flustered, he was driving fast. We even told him, like, hey, slow down, we're good. And a couple minutes later, he crashed. Boom. Upon impact, I was at the head with the tube kit. My head went all the way up and hit the ceiling of the ambulance. Boom. O2 bag fell on me, and my partner was getting ready to start the line, and the crash buckled him, and he fell on his knees. Decommissioned immediately. After the crash, I was able to bounce back. We took the patient off the ambulance. His partner was nearby. Once we got off the ambulance, we had his partner stop behind us, and we switched the patient from our stretcher to their stretcher, from the voluntary stretcher to the fire department stretcher, in the middle of Grand Concourse, surrounded by everybody in the summertime that was outside. We put the patient on the stretcher. After putting her on the stretcher, I asked my partner, are you good? He said yes. And I proceeded to provide patient care on this critical patient on the FDNY ambulance. We got the notification, we transported the patient, left her there, the hospital took over patient care. But the reason why I'm sharing this story with you is because you need to make your body stronger. Here, I hit my head, could have fractured my neck. The oxygen tank fell on top of me along with the oxygen bag. But in the other case, my partner was overweight. He fell on his knee, and his knee immediately needed surgery because he was overweight. He was brittle. He was prone to injuries, and it was because of his lifestyle choices. Immediately injured, decommissioned, and unable to work. So I say that to say this job is dynamic. You never know what's gonna happen. And when it does, you want your body to be prepared, because you want to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. In this case, if it would have been me on my knees, I probably would have been hurt, because I definitely had a headache. Plus, I was at like 20 hours or 18 hours of working straight through on a hot summer day. And I was still able to put up with it. Of course, I was younger, but what really helped was the fact that I took care of myself. So I'm saying that to you guys, to keep it in the forefront of your mind, where this job is very sedentary, but you also have to take under consideration that your physical and mental health should be in the forefront of your day-to-day activities. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Peace.